All right, y'all. Let's talk about these flyweight fights from this past Saturday. Couple of unranked flyweight fights. Couple of good unranked flyweight fights. Actually, overall, Lemos Janroba was a good card. The prelims was good. A lot of good finishes on the main card. But the WMMA fights, they definitely delivered. I thought these were two good unranked fights. Like I always say, the flyweight division in general, you can't really make a bad matchup. Everybody's hungry, talented, and all the style matchups, however you match them up, turns out to be a good fight. I haven't really seen a boring flyweight fight yet. All right. But yeah, let's talk about these fights. Luana Carolina versus Lucie Pudilova, Miranda Maverick versus Dione Barbosa. First up, Luana Carolina taking on Lucie Pudilova. I know some people felt like Pudilova was going to have that bullying brawling style to just kind of frustrate Luana Carolina, maybe, well, not even frustrated, but just kind of rush her and get her to the ground and maybe get a quick finish. But I didn't really see that, man. I saw Luana Carolina using her awkwardness, UFC experience to her advantage and just kind of pick Luana, just pick Lucie Pudilova apart. I know Lucie Pudilova has UFC experience. She's fought at 135 and 125, but she's never really put together a string of wins or really just had this style that dominated. She never really had this dynamic power or this explosive wrestling or crazy submission game. Lucie Pudilova just always kind of gone through the motions and just kind of fought off her heart to me. Like a zombie. She'll come in there and just put the pressure on, fight hard with you, and just draw you into a fight. But she's never really had like this technique that I thought would just beat certain styles, or could get her to the top. I'm just being honest. But I know when she left the UFC, she went to Octagon and put together a string of wins, like 5 wins, but that's still not UFC experience, where Luana Carolina, she's been around, she's won some and lost some. It's kind of forced her to get better as a fighter, especially being at flyweight, So I think, Luana Carolina has been working on her takedown defense. She's actually been getting stronger, and just really committing to using her range, her reach. She's using her length to her advantage now, even more so. So that's what she pretty much did in this fight. The first round, Luana Carolina just used her awkward movement from the outside, landed these head kicks and body kicks from, just different angles, just throwing that straight left hand down the pipe and just kind of picking Pudilova apart the first round. Pudilova just kind of fighting behind her. And I believe she opened up a cut, over the right eye on Pudilova too, with just these stinging shots. Like I said, she never really had that power to knock girls out. Luana Carolina does it, but she can just kind of frustrate you because you don't know where the angle. You never know what angle the shot is coming at from her. 1 minute she's throwing a straight left hand, and she's throwing a left head kick or right body kick. Pudilova did finally put the pressure on the first round to get a takedown, but it wasn't enough to get the round back. It was like 10 seconds left in the round. She gets a takedown, but she spent most of the round just kind of fighting behind her. Now, second round, Pudilova did turn up her volume. She started laying more jabs, kind of knocked Carolina off balance a couple times with some shots. That's what she needed to do. Just kind of stay on the inside and throw these straight punches. Now, when she did, she had success, but when she would get on the inside and try to cage wrestle, Luana Carolina was successful there as well. Getting that tie clinch, landing some heavy elbows, good knees to the body, and still just controlling Pudilova. So I was like, okay, Luana Carolina, she's getting stronger in there. So again, she was able to build a lead by just landing more damaging shots on the inside and going back to the outside and do what she was doing. Third round, again, Luana Carolina still got the gas tank, just picking her apart, landing those like Chikagan type of shots, jab, straight left hand, and then push kicking with the, throwing those push kicks to the body and just those feints. Feints are really keeping Pudilova one step behind. And again, yeah, just another striking clinic. But Pudilova waits to the last minute again, gets a takedown. Still not enough to get the round, in my opinion. But yeah, it's what I expected. Luana Carolina, 30-27. Lucie Pudilova, just awkwardness, the volume, the unpredictable style. It was just too much for Pudilova. But yeah, that's one thing I do like about Luana Carolina, is how she just commits to her movement and that awkwardness. I just always wanted to see her, work on the takedown defense, which I think she is. And I always wanted to see her throw with a little bit more pop, maybe sit down on a few shots. She probably dropped some girls, even with her head kicks. But yeah, with this victory, this puts Luana Carolina with 3 in a row now. That's Ivana Petrovic, Julia Stoyarenko, and now Lucie Pudilova. So with 3 in a row, she's asking for a ranked opponent. And she calls out none other than Jasmine Jazzy Vicious, right? So that's the fight she's looking forward to. Will they give her that fight? I don't know. Because, Jasmine is shooting a little bit higher. Now, if Jasmine can't get another fight higher than her, like if she can't get an Aaron or a Caitlin Chikagan, yeah, give Luana a chance. Luana put together a good string of wins. So maybe Luana Carolina could fight Jasmine, or she could fight Tracy Cortez, So that's not a bad fight. But looking ahead at a Jasmine Luana Carolina fight, I tell you right now, man, Luana Carolina ain't ready for that street fight. She gonna get drowned. I mean, she picked Pudilova apart, but Jasmine's big and strong, and she's a dog, And you got to have some pop on your shots. You got to be quick. You got to drop her a couple of times. You got to be strong in the clinch, and you got to go right back to keeping range. So, Luana Carolina, she's got to be prepared for that. Could she beat Jasmine? I mean, it would take 3 rounds of staying on her bike and just hit and not get hit. It would have to be a hit and not get hit type of fight, and I don't know if she could do that for 3 rounds, because Jasmine is strong and she will barrel down on you, so I don't know. Well, guys, let me know what y'all think of that fight if they do make it. And does Luana Carolina deserve a top 15? What do y'all think? I think she does. I think she does at this point, because yeah, at 31 and 3 in a row now, this is her longest win streak. Yeah, why not? Right? All right. Moving on to the next fight, Miranda Maverick taking on Dione Barbosa. I really wanted to see Miranda in there with Tracy Cortez. I wanted to see her get a ranked opponent. That would have been a good fight for Miranda to just really see her improvements. But Tracy Cortez had to take the opportunity. That was a good opportunity for her, to get a main event. Dione Barbosa, she stepped up to the plate and she gave Miranda a good fight. She gave her a good test. Dione Barbosa, she's durable. She's tough. Some people felt like she was going to win this fight too, but, I thought Miranda, Miranda's too smart. I feel like Miranda's just been proven in the right areas. And Miranda's fought some good people. I still think Miranda beat Macy Barber. She's been in there with Aaron, Jillian Robertson, Andrea Lee. A lot of fighters that force you to get better. Same like Luana Carolina, her resume versus Pudilova. She was in there with fighters that forced her to get better. So yeah, Miranda just had too much for her in this fight. I didn't see Miranda finishing Dione Barbosa at all, but I saw her winning every round. Right from the jump in the first round, I thought Miranda did a good job with feints, keeping the fight at a distance, even though she's a shorter fighter. She was landing good leg kicks, good calf kicks, throwing those straight left hands to the chest, and, trying to throw volume on the inside to back Dione Barbosa up. Dione Barbosa I know she wanted to get this fight to the ground, so Miranda threw a couple of strikes, got in close. The fight went to the ground. That's where she wanted it, but Miranda, to me, is just too smart to fall into any submissions. Miranda did a good job of just kind of neutralizing Dione Barbosa on her back. Dione Barbosa just a little too comfortable in the guard and just sitting on her back, so Miranda just neutralized her, kept top control, and won the first round. Second round, I thought was a little bit competitive on the first watch, but second watch, I said, okay, Miranda won that too. Miranda did a good job again, strike from the outside. When they did go chest to chest on the inside, yeah, Dione Barbosa got that good head toss, but Miranda bounced right back up, landed some good knees on the inside, and just overall had better control. Even when it was on the ground again, Miranda just landed some good shots, good ground and pound, and good ground control. So Miranda just always one step ahead. Even when she went into the clinch, Dione Barbosa was trying to get that guillotine. Miranda's head just popped right out. Every time Dione Barbosa tried to go for something like armbar or guillotine in the fight, you just see Miranda one step ahead. Good control. That's the thing about Miranda, smart. And when fighters try to get her in submissions, I always notice like she doesn't panic. She's always calm, calm, and collected in there, and she finds a way out. Third round, same thing. Miranda going in, keeping the keeping the fight at a distance, landing good body kicks. Um, Dione Barbosa did connect with some good shots in this round. She landed a good spinning back fist. But she landed a couple good straight right hands that backed Miranda into the cage when it went to a clinch. Good spinning back fist, spinning back elbow. But Miranda's durable. She took those shots, went back to, keeping the fight at a range. Um, Good takedown in this round from Miranda. Dione Barbosa did kind of scramble with it to try to get top position, but Miranda gets on top again. Um, Good top control, good shoulder bumping, just good positioning that just shows you like technique and strength from Miranda. Similar to how like Rose was fighting Tracy Cortez, and you see it rubbing off here. Like Miranda's naturally strong, but the rolling and working with Rose in this past camp, it definitely translated into this fight. So you just seen the IQ rise and the groundwork rise. So yeah, Miranda 30-27 in this fight. Pretty, I would say it wasn't like dominant, but there were some competitive moments that forced Miranda to, use what she's learned in camp. So good fight. Turned out to be a good fight. Good grappling exchanges on the ground. Always kind of fun to watch. Just these grappling matches when they turn into like a chess match at times to see who can get the better. Miranda did, just using her her physicality, her strength in this one to neutralize Dione Barbosa. But yeah, good win for Miranda. Let's take a look at her resume here real quick. I believe that's 3 in a row for Miranda as well, right? Let's see. Miranda gets let's see. Yeah, that's 3 in a row for Miranda. Last year she got a win over Cachoeira, and she beat Andrea Lee. Now she beats Dione Barbosa. So with 3 in a row, I believe Miranda deserves a ranked opponent now because that's where she was headed in the first place. So let's reschedule that. So what's next for Miranda? I say reschedule the Tracy Cortez fight. I say reschedule that or give her Ariane Lipski. Both of those fights are good tests. Let's say if Tracy's not feeling up to it yet, if she goes back on her inactivity, then hey, Ariane Lipski's there. Hey, I say Karine Silva's there. I think Miranda's good for that fight as well. Now, I don't see Miranda going in there and get submitted by Karine. I think Miranda has good movement, and even on the ground, like I said, her physical strength and just her submission defense is like great. It's great for the division. Nobody's been able to submit Miranda like that. Some of these fighters that are known are good grapplers. So I think Miranda versus Karine, rescheduling Tracy Cortez, those are good fights. Definitely good fights for her. As for Dione Barbosa, good on her to step up to the plate. Her first fight in the UFC was a close one. And off of that fight and this fight, I believe that she really needs to work on just her timing, her boxing, and even just her activity on the ground. If you're going to accept takedowns, don't be lazy on the ground. You got to work off your back. Juliana Pena does it. Some of these fighters that, they just get so comfortable laying on their back thinking that they can wait for the submission. It might not come. So you got to be busy. So yeah, Dione Barbosa, back to another unranked fight for her. Maybe Montana, but even that fight might be tough for her. Yeah, Montana, that's a good fight. Andrea Lee for her, JJ Aldrich, a lot of unranked fighters for her. Ivana Petrovic, wait for the loser of Teresa Blade, Casey O'Neill, something like that. Those are all good fights for her. But yeah, for Miranda, I think it's time to get her in there with an unranked opponent. I think it's time to get her in there with a ranked opponent. Go ahead and reschedule Tracy Cortez if they can. But if not, I'll take Ariane Lipski or Karine Silva. Those are good fights. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section what y'all thought of these fights. Like I said, they were decent fights. They definitely added to the card. What do y'all think of the unranked flyweights? Who do y'all see next rising up? Who do you want to see Luana Carolina fight? Who do you want to see Miranda fight? Let me know, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the like button. I'm out. Peace.